Hello and welcome. My name is Ian Krug, and I'm the CEO of City and Technologies. Thank you for the opportunity to be here today. Recently, my friend Dr. Reed took an ambitious road trip in his new electric vehicle. He was belting away with his young daughter to their favorite karaoke on their way home from a great day away at the beach, when Dr. Reed looked down to realize and see that his EV was running low on energy. When they looked for a stop point, they realized that they would be short of the nearest charging station by nearly 10 miles. Panic ran through the young father as he realized he and his daughter could soon run out of electricity and be stranded close to 40 miles from the nearest city. What now, he thought. What if we run out of electricity? Electric vehicles are ramping up production at an incredible rate. Tesla, Ford, GM, Toyota, even Mini Cooper are coming out with electric versions of their vehicles. With that, more charging stations are becoming available, but they are far less prevalent than the gas stations. The International Energy Agency reported in their 2021 Global EV Outlook that as of 2020, there were over 10 million electric cars on the road. To follow up with that, electric vehicle registrations rose 41% in 2020 alone. But with all this excitement, few seem to be thinking of the obvious. What happens if you run out of electricity? Perhaps you're driving a stretch of road that doesn't have an abundance of charging stations. Or maybe you're taking a road trip from Oregon to Alaska where there's little support for electric vehicles. Or what if, God forbid, you do run out of electricity? Now imagine if you had something that could give you a boost to the next charging station, or to the nearest town, or even get you home where you can safely plug in. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the Electropod. Electropod is a mobile power bank that can be fitted to any OEM charging port. The purpose of Electropod is to give you the confidence as well as convenience of knowing you will never be at risk of running out of power, even on those longer trips. The Electropod network will be set up similarly to mobile charging stations. You can drive up and rent a mobile battery from one of our vending stations for a small access and rental fee of $20. This covers the cost to rent the pod as well as pay to maintain the integrity of the battery and vending stations. Once you've completed your transaction for the Electropod, the vending machine will open and you will have access to a fully charged pod. Each pod will have a charge of 7.5 kilowatt hours, which equates to roughly 30 miles of range. You can take the battery with you, or simply charge enough to get you to your next destination. Once you are finished using the Electropod, simply return it to the nearest vending station so it can be charged and ready for the next user. Please understand, these are not intended to fully charge your vehicle. Electropod is meant to be used as an emergency backup power. Our business plan moving forward is to secure $1 million in funding to proceed with product development, prototype production, distribution plan, and marketing. We plan to place our vending machines at or near high traffic areas in order to ensure high volumes of utilization. We also plan to partner with large name energy companies like BP and Exxon to bolster availability of Electropod at your neighborhood gas stations. Revenue will be generated in multiple ways. The power banks will generate rental fees at a price of $20 per pod, but the users will also be charged for the amount of electric they use from the pod itself. As well, we will sell full charging banks to large-scale businesses to utilize in their parking lots. Businesses that already offer charging stations on site, such as Walmart, IKEA, Target, and Lowe's, are all in our crosshairs to partner with Electropod. Our ask moving forward is for both financial as well as distributive and marketing support throughout the production stages. In order for Electropod to be successful, we need the support from our investors on both a financial and big business front. We need your help to access large-scale business and distribution channels to continue sourcing Electropod to areas that need it most. Now, I'll bet you're wondering what's in it for you. The payback to our investors will be the full payoff of the initial $1 million funding and a 25% stake in Electropod. As well, initial investors will become a part of our foundry that will give them exclusive opportunities to continue building and investing on the technology and convenience that Electropod will bring to the new age of electric vehicle technology. We want this to be the beginning of a long and prosperous partnership, and you are the key to unlocking that opportunity. As a motivated individual, both educated and who has delivered excellent results in the field of science and industry, you can trust that I will give the same effort with Electropod that I do in every aspect of my life. Nothing short of excellence. I look forward to partnering with you and your team in the future. Now, before we go, I bet some of you are wondering what happened to my friend Dr. Reed and his daughter. Don't worry, they made it to a charging station, but in order to do so, they had to conserve as much power as possible. This included reducing their speed, turning off their radio, navigation, air conditioning systems, and even at one point, turning off everything in the car that utilized power except the pedals and steering wheel. Even with their best efforts, they rolled into the station with the car reading a 0% charge. Now imagine if they had just been given a boost, a lifeline, a failsafe. Imagine if they had an Electropod. Thank you.